The title of tonight's presentation is How Your Personality Impacts Your Health. Some of the highlights are that, one, we are not our personality. Most importantly, we are not our personality. We are so much more. We are embodied souls. We are intrinsically holy folks who oftentimes can go into defense. And when we go into defense, we really betray who we are. We come at things either aggressively, or we take on the illusion of being victims or being powerless or helpless and being needy. When we go there, we end up limiting ourselves. And when we do that, we literally stagnate. We hold these thoughts inside, we hold these feelings inside, and when we hold them for long periods of time, eventually it creates a sense of dis-ease in our system that ultimately becomes physical disease. I don't belong here. I don't fit in anywhere. Everybody fits in everywhere. Everybody fits in everywhere. So if your belief system is, I don't belong here, you've gotten a mixed message when you were a child. And it's time to change that one. You belong here. Every one of us has unique gifts that the rest of the planet needs, always. Okay, I am never enough. I believe completely that we are unlimited in our abilities. We are unlimited in our gifts. We are unlimited in who we are. These are messages we get when we're little. We get these when we're very little kids by people who don't love themselves. They dump a message on us because they believe it about themselves, and if we come from them, we mustn't be good enough either. Some say to me once a month, we eat together as a family. Once a month, because the children have so many activities, you don't get to be a family. How is a child going to learn to focus? How is a child going to learn that they belong? The schizophrenia is the extreme of this. Schizophrenia is the extreme of this personality style when they are split. They don't feel safe here and they don't want to be here. I have a cousin too, when he was 10 years old, Jimmy had a fight with his mother and said, I hope you die. As little children can be, so loving on occasion. And what ended up happening is that night, my Aunt Betty had a brain hemorrhage and died. Jim did 3 tours in Nam, and he's been in a VA hospital ever since. And it all goes back to when he wished Mommy was dead, and she died that night. If this is your personality style, it isn't good or bad, but if this is your personality style, look at the strengths of that style and go for it. But look at the vulnerabilities you have in that personality style, and let's see how we can support you letting go of the vulnerabilities, develop the life skills necessary so you don't go there, because that's where the disease settles. Let's keep you in the healthy aspects of your personality, and you'll thrive, not just physically, but emotionally and spiritually. I lived overseas for 10 years in the Caribbean on Anguilla, an exquisite little British West Indies island, smaller than the town of West Hartford. And when I came back, I noticed lots of things about America that I never noticed before. One of them is how mothers have their babies in a carriage and stick a bottle on a pillow so the baby's getting fed, even though mommy's doing more important things. What ends up happening is that the baby's physical needs are met, but emotionally and spiritually, the baby is not bonding, the baby isn't connecting. So what ends up happening is that this baby becomes an adult and has a belief system that their needs will never be met because they needed something that they didn't get. All right? So they go through life with the belief system that their needs will never be met. Many wounds, we'll go into that in a moment. But here we go, the healthy attributes of this personality. When they grow up and they learn how to meet their needs, I'm convinced they're the ones who started the welcome wagon. When you know yourself well enough, when you know your body well enough, you know when you don't feel good. But most of the time we don't listen to that, all right? That's all energetics, because our body is, every time you move an arm, every time you blink, every time your heart beats, there's energy that's circulated through your system, or that's meant to be circulated through your system. But we can hold it still, and when we do, that's when we're setting ourselves up. I have a school for 18 years teaching energy medicine to doctors, nurses, physicians, physical therapists, massage therapists, and so forth, and truck drivers and bankers and all kinds of folk. And my gift, my message always was, you are the gift. What you do in a relationship is secondary. You're the gift you give to the people in your life. It is your energy, it is your presence. It is the gift of you that makes people grateful you're alive. Not what you give them, not what you do for them. When you believe what you do and what you give is the thing that is valuable, you've missed the key point. You are the gift you bring to everybody in your life.